Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Let's Play Hidden Mysteries, The Fateful Voyage Titanic. Or technically, Hidden Mysteries Titanic. When we last left off, we were at Chapter 3. We were at Chapter 3 for 5 minutes later. What we need to do is we need to pick up these items first. And then we head towards to
I think I see some matches under there. If I'm going to be walking around in these tunnels, I'll need a lot of them.
As I was saying, we're heading to another hidden object scene, but this time we're collecting matches instead of cards. What's the purpose of it? Well, the place that we're about to go to is going to be a bit dark. So that's why we need to collect these matches as much as possible. I forgot how many matches that we need to collect, but we'll find out. Oh yeah, 10 matches. My bad.
That should do it. If I end up needing more than this, that will mean I've really lost my way.
Okay, then we go here. And this is a mini-game puzzle that you need to solve. You have to go through the maze while it's dark, but you do have matches.
That must be the door Mr. Tavaloris was talking about. There are some people standing on the other side, so I can't use it. I could probably make out what they're saying to each other if I tried.
Well, if we ever try, then we're going to have to do this.
That opened the valve.
Okay, so that opened the valve.
I closed the vent. That closed the valve.
Okay.
That opened the valve. I opened the vent.
Okay, so what we need to do is that we need to overhear or eavesdrop this conversation, but the problem is that we can't because someone will see us. So what we do here is that we go here, and we go to another maze. I think I'm going in the wrong direction. Okay, so we're going to pick up these pipes here.
I recognize this crate from the dock. It's got a lock on it. But randomly guessing at the combination would be fruitless. I closed the vent.
I think we have to place this here.
That opened the valve.
We opened the valve for some reason. Click on the vent marked in the white. Close the vents. I think I'm supposed to open the valve. And let's see. We can go to the map right now. And we need to place these pipes here. Place this one here.
I closed the vent.
We managed to close the vent and we do this.
That opened the valve. I've routed the steam into the next room.
Okay. So, do this. Got the steam. I think this is where we need this pipe.
The steam fogged up the mirror. Maybe now I can get close enough to listen to their conversation without being spotted.
Well, first things first, we have
I closed the vent. I've routed the steam into the next room.
It's a priceless mummy of the pharaoh Menkaure. That's why it's secured with a combination lock. I used my birth date as the combination. The month, the day, and finally the year.
That's probably not a smart thing to tell me. I'm psychic, you know. I could easily guess your birthday.
I don't see how that matters. If you're truly psychic, you'd know the combination regardless of whether it was my birthday.
March 21st.
Not even close.
Right. But the month's got an A in it. Or an E.
Actually, no. Forgive me for saying so, but you're not very good at what you do. I will tell you that if you take the number of letters in the month times itself, you'll get the day.
Tut tut. Say no more. I have it sussed. So, what year were you born?
That's an impertinent question to ask a lady. Nevertheless, my lack of confidence in your ability is such that I would gladly part with that information. I was born in 1867.
Okay. So you have to close the vent in order to hear the conversation without getting steam all over your face. I don't know why. Alright, so...
The steam is getting sucked into the ventilation shaft. Now that I have a little more information, let's see if I can decipher the combination to this lock.
We probably will. Alright, so the combination is going to be 160767. I don't know why, but it's supposed to be an added number.
A sarcophagus. It looks thousands of years old. I think I'll hang on to the shroud that was covering it.
Okay. So the next thing that I need to do...
The steam is getting...
I need to do this.
That closed the valve.
That closes the valve.
That opened the valve.
That opened the valve. I need something that... Let's see, the ventilation shaft.
The steam is getting...
It's supposed to set off the alarm. According to this, the ventilation shaft which sets off the alarm.
The steam is getting sucked into the ventilation shaft. I opened the vent. That closed the valve. I closed the vent.
Okay, so I need to open the vent.
That closed the valve. That opened the valve. I've routed the steam into the next room.
Okay. I think I'm missing something here.
That closed the valve. It's a ventilation shaft. Sounds like there is a fan behind these grates.
Ventilation shaft.
That opened the valve. That closed the valve.
Okay. Right now, I'm getting sidetracked here.
That opened the valve. I've routed the steam into the next room.
There we go.
to open the valve. That looks like one of those newfangled smoke and heat detectors. It sounds an alarm when the temperature gets too high, or if the room floods with smoke, heaven forbid. I opened the vent. I closed the vent.
Interesting. Something's wrong here. Oh.
That set off an alarm. I'd best make myself scarce.
I need to go back to the Overlook. Alright. So, I forgot that I was supposed to place the shroud on the vents so that it could set off the alarm. Well, that's what happens when you forget stuff. Anyways, let's continue.
Excuse me for interrupting.
Oh, not at all.
It's just that the heat sensor in hold number 4 went off, and the captain thought you should be alerted.
Hold number 4. Men-Cal Ray is in hold number 4. I've got to be sure it's okay. Excuse me, both of you.
At last. I'd better sneak out while I can.
We're at Chapter 4 on April 10th, 1912. Sorry. Ugh.
Ah, Mrs. Ashley, I've found you. I witnessed an event below deck a short time ago which I thought would be of interest to you.
Pray tell.
Well, I was endeavouring to check in some of Mr. Ashley's valuables with the ship's purser when I chanced to see a middle-aged woman arguing with a steward. She was demanding to be allowed up to the first-class cabins.
Please don't tell me it was my mother.
I'm afraid it was.
The schemer. She had your boarding pass after all. I need to find her and have a word. You said the steward escorted her back to steerage.
Yes. However, I'd imagine they would be no more inclined to let a young, upper-class woman down into steerage than they would allow your mother up here.
Then I'll simply have to find a way to sneak down.
Okay. So apparently, her mother has the man's boarding pass, and we need to confront her about it. But first, we need to talk to this lady.
I don't recognize that game you're playing. Might I ask what it's called?
I haven't the slightest idea. That fool psychic Yannick said that if I wished to get a proper reading from him, I had to first separate his spirit deck into 2 separate chakric spheres. Spirit deck, indeed.
Did he tell you how?
Oh no, that would be too easy. He gave me this temporal oracle, which I might add looks exactly like a poorly made pocket watch, and said the hands would guide me. Oh, the fool. Would you care to give it a try? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yes. All right.
Okay. So this is a puzzle that we need to solve, and you can also skip it anytime, but I'm gonna try not to. Let's see here. We need to place... this puzzle is very confusing to me, because I do not understand. According to... and I do have to need this walkthrough for this. Basically, the goal is, in this card game, is to move the cards to their appropriate slots, according to the numbers on the clock. So right now, it's 8 and 8:30. So, need to figure out... oh, there's an 8. There is an 8. Let's see. The minute hand points to the one of the king, 4 kings. The hour hand shows you the card numbers you need to play. And the red hand shows you if the car needs to be placed on the top or on the bottom. And this is probably not going to be an easy puzzle to solve. Okay, this one needs to be on top. So now it is either 11, I forgot the timing. So it's a 9. Do I place it here or the bottom? Nope. Let's see. I think 11 is going to be a jack. Okay, this needs to be in the bottom, so okay. So 3. 3 goes in the bottom. I could never understand these kinds of puzzles, but I actually get it now. Let's see here. That's a 1, so that's going to be an ace. Okay, a 2 goes down here. Another one goes here. 3 goes up top. 12, that's going to be a queen. Another ace. And a 10.
Let me take a quick look. You did it!
Okay, sorry about that. I got distracted of trying to solve this puzzle. I realized that my Bandicam recorder is now up to the limits of 10 minutes. So, I did not upgrade it, unfortunately, because I don't have any money to upgrade to make it a long video. So, I won't be stop and start recording every time.
Much. It seems so elementary in hindsight. I'd better go find Yannick, which won't be difficult. He calls himself a medium, but I'd say he's more of a large.
Anytime, Odette. Good luck.
And now we can grab this tea cake.
Odette left her tea cake behind. I'm sure she won't mind if I put it to good use.
And I think you have to solve this puzzle in order to get the tea cake. So right now, let's go ahead and head to First Class Promenade. Whatever you pronounce it. And we gotta solve this hidden object scene. And what we need is this book. Everything else is randomized, so let's get to it. Okay, so we got the hidden object scene done. Now we gotta go to... let's see. Pick up Charlie's, like... hold on. Is it a book? Well, it is a book, but it's Charlie's. We need to go to the writing.
George, what are you doing up here?
I didn't do nothing, and you can't prove that I did.
Oh, really? You didn't make this mess.
Oh, no. Someone took me favorite book. Went right off of it. I ain't going nowhere till I get it back.
Oh dear, oh dear.
My book ain't there. Oh.
I need to use that in a different way.
I guess I have to give him the book.
Is this the book, George?
Oi, that's it. I knew they had it.
Well, that's a happy ending then. So are you going to clean up this mess before you run off to read? Marvelous. Gets what he wants and off he goes.
Marvelous.
Guess I'll have to clean up.
This is another puzzle that you need to solve. You have to clean up the books. And I think that this is going to be the solution.
There, snug as a bug. Oops, a library card fell from one of the books. I'll hang on to it for the moment.
Oh, excuse me. Looks like someone left the library card. So we need to go to the lounge. Go over here.
I've nothing to collect it with. It'll just fly everywhere.
But let's use this. Powdered sugar. But what do we need powdered sugar for? Well, we'll find out later.
Where to, ma'am?
F deck, please.
I'm sorry, ma'am. F deck is for third-class passengers only.
Well, we gotta pick up this thing anyway. And we need to go to... Excuse me. And you place
This should help
sugar
me
here.
learn which buttons get pressed.
Okay. Go here to talk to this person.
Could you bring me my coat, please?
Of course, Mrs. Ashley. Wait here. I won't be a moment. Mrs. Ashley, begging your pardon, I can't seem to find your coat.
Oh, not a problem. Montague must have collected it already. Thank you for looking.
My pleasure.
Alright, so apparently the code is...
That did it. Let's see what required such impenetrable protection.
Okay, so what we need to do here is to collect all the women's clothing. In this hidden object scene, of course.
Now, let's see what looks good. Or more accurately, bad on me.
Okay, so we need to dress like we're from the F class. So what we need to do here is we need to grab this hat, this coat, and these shoes.
My sense of style is second to none.
Okay, so next thing we need to do is we need to go back outside. And we need to place these clothes right here. Then put the tea cakes here.
Wow. They must have thought it was a dead animal, which is just about what it looks like now.
And now the clothes are tabbed. So that means that we can be able to go to the elevator.
Where to, ma'am?
F deck, please.
Of course.
Alright. Okay, excuse me.
Hello again, George. Say, do you remember the lady back at the dock who took the boarding passes?
Yeah, but wish I hadn't. She keeps telling me what to do. She ain't me mum. You ain't me mum neither. Why you wanna know?
She's my mother, and she's the most important thing in my life.
What's in it for me?
Well, what could I possibly do for you, George?
I lost me game. Dropped it somewheres around here. If you can find it, I'll help you.
Your game? What does it look like? What type of game?
You hold it in your hand and try to get these little balls to go into the little holes. It ain't no bigger than a cigarette carton.
Okay, which means we have to go to another hidden object scene, but that will wait until the next Let's Play. So until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, be kind to others, and have a blissful, wonderful day.